In the past week, I have made almost 2 million gold profit on the Zero to Gold Cap Challenge. So I went from about 1.2 million at the end of last week to just over 3.1 million gold this week. So it's not been going too badly. If you haven't been watching previously, then this is the episode 5 in a series of my road to gold cap, basically, as a World of Warcraft billionaire starting from absolutely zero on a fresh account. The playlist for the journey is linked in the description below if you've not been watching so far and you want to see sort of the episodes leading up to this one. Things have really started to pick up this week. Like I said, we made 2 million gold approximately in profit. So what have we been up to? The issue with a lot of gold making I do is it can take quite a while for you to start seeing the benefits. But basically, so that's what the last month's been. It's been all that time where we're not really seeing the benefits. But hopefully now we should start getting paid out for all that effort and work that we put in so far in the challenge. If you were on the stream on Friday, you saw me carry on creating more characters to spread out to more servers, to have more auction house characters across as many servers as possible. So I have the 2 main characters on the account. That is basically the Mining and Herbalism one that got to level 80 and the other character, which was the Blood Elf that I set up as a disenchanter. So I have both of those. But besides those, every other character I have on the account is a level 10 Vulpera bank character that's on a different server. So the character limit is 65. We've now hit that. So we are at 60, we're across 63 different servers on the US region at the moment with all these different bank characters. Now, in this challenge, I obviously have a clear goal to get to 10 million gold to get to gold cap. If I didn't have that goal, then by now I would have spread out to more servers by getting a second account. Obviously, I've got the limit of 65 characters, which means I can't hit every US region server. So by now, if I intended on carrying on, by now I would have that second account, so I could spread out to every single server. But it doesn't seem a point in investing in that because it is going to help, but it's not going to make that much difference. And it's just going to be more hassle setting everything up. And at this point, I think we're in fairly good shape anyway. So as far as just getting to 10 million gold, I think we are fine with what we have here. But like I said, if I was going to do this properly and push to 100 million, push beyond that, then I would definitely have at least that second account by now. Last time we talked about some of the things I'd invested gold and time into that we felt were failures at the time. Well, the Darkmoon Faire Transmog, the story there has changed a little bit. So in the last week, we've sold a few more bits and we've now managed to sell over 230k in sales from that Darkmoon Faire Transmog, basically. Now, if you remember right at the start, I think I spent around 15k gold, I can't remember exactly roughly that, to buy all this stuff up. And obviously it did require quite a bit of time investment as well. We broke even on the gold cost very early because of the quick sale we had, but obviously we'd invested a lot of time in this, so we wanted to see some more gold from it. Now, obviously we're at over 200k gold profit now, that's a good start, but we still have loads of this transmog to sell. We probably have about another 500k, 600k, maybe 700k gold of this stuff still to sell. So hopefully in the challenge we'll sort of carry on getting the sales, sort of filter that through and hopefully help pump up our gold total a little bit. But yeah, don't feel so bad investing the gold and the time into doing this now, seeing as we're starting to see returns. Feels like a bit of a win for this episode, that one of those things that we thought was going really badly, or it was going really badly, but now things are sort of starting to look up from that perspective. So the biggest thing that we have really started to make gold from this week is flipping. In fact, you can see here that I've made over 1.7 million gold in profit from flipping across multiple servers just in the last 7 days. This was largely the reason I've been setting up all these characters across all these different servers. So this is time consuming to set up all these characters. It takes a long time to see the benefits, and it takes quite a lot of gold to set it all up as well. And it can be quite demoralizing when you're first doing it because, like I said, it can take quite a while to see the benefits, and you put a lot of time, effort and gold into getting everything set up, which is basically what we've been doing for the last month or so. That's why in previous episodes we're doing the mining and herbalism, we were doing the disenchanting, we were grinding away at all these things, and we knew we were making good gold. Like I said at one point, I was making sort of 50, 60, 70,000 gold per 1,000 Darkmoon decks that I'm disenchanting, so I was doing really, really well. But the gold total that I was getting wasn't really going up, and that's because it was all getting pumped into more stock. I've said that, building up more stock, spreading out to more servers, and that's basically what was doing all that time. We're just building, and you can start to see now what I was building towards. Now you can flip anything, absolutely anything, as long as it's not something that's listed on the region-wide auction house, then you can flip it. And I've done guides on this before, but I've not done one recently. So if it's something that you guys are actually interested in, then let me know in the comments below, because perhaps I'll do another one, because I think it's been at least a year since I did a guide on flipping. So if you want that, just let me know and I'll consider doing that video. Previously, the thing that I've had the most success in flipping overall in sort of like the whole of WoW has definitely been Transmog. But you can do it with anything. You can do it with mounts, battle pets, raid bind on equips and stuff like that. They're really popular as well. Flipping is just a fairly good way to be making gold at this point in the expansion. Do you know when sort of professions, the crafting, the gathering, all that stuff is quite down at the moment? But flipping, the profit margins you can get on it are quite good, but you do sort of need to know what you're doing to be able to do it, unfortunately. Now, I obviously said about getting the second account if I was thinking about really pushing on past that 10 million gold. The other thing I would probably be doing, I'd probably be carrying on investing quite heavily. Now, you can see here, because the gold totals sort of started to really sneak up, you can see I've pulled back a bit on the investing to allow that gold total to go up. And I'm in a position now where I don't know how much more stock I actually need to buy and to put me into a situation whereby I just need to sell everything and then I'll hit gold cap. I don't know how much I have. I did check sort of a week ago, and I think if I sold everything, I was at like 5.5 million. But I bought a few more bits, so probably do need to still carry on buying for now. Maybe a little bit, but we'll see how things work out. You can see that things are going nicely now that we've made sort of like 2 million gold profit in a week. It's like a really big step forward towards getting to that 10 million gold. So let's see what happens. See what happens in episode 6. But it's looking a lot better now than it has done in previous episodes. And all those sort of failures on the way are sort of starting to get brushed aside now. And that's it. You just try things and you see how they work. We tried the Dark Moon Fair Transmog. It didn't work. Well, now it is working. We tried plenty of things on the way. We tried all those different disenchanting. None of it worked. Disenchanting the Dark Moon decks, that works. So we pushed in on that. Now, obviously, we're doing this flipping. But the flipping might stop working. And if it does stop working, then we'll have to try something else. And that's just the way it is in gold making in WoW. But we'll see what we come up with for next week. Anyway, guys, if you guys aren't on the Community Gold Making Discord, there's a link for that in the description below. Well worth getting in on that and getting in on some of the conversation that's going on there. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.